Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to discuss that how we can merge two sorted singly linked lists. So let's see what this problem is and how to solve this. So here if you see that we are given with two sorted singly linked lists. The first singly linked list has three nodes 1, 4 and 8 and the first node is being referenced by head 1. Similarly, the singly linked list 2 has nodes 3, 6 and 7. The first node being referenced by head 2. Now if you see both these singly linked lists are sorted in ascending order. Now our task is to merge them in such a way that resulting singly linked list is also sorted. So here you can see that when we merge these two singly linked lists, the resulting singly linked list has 6 nodes, 3 from list 1 and 3 from list 2. So total nodes are 6. And here if you see that we have merged it in such a way that the resulting singly linked list is also sorted, and that too in ascending order. So at the start we have 1, then 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So 1 is added by list 1, 3 from list 2, 4 from list 1, 6, 7 from list 2 and finally 8 being the largest value from list 1. So the resulting singly linked list is also sorted. So let's move ahead and see the demonstration of the algorithm step by step. So here you can see that we are given with two singly linked lists which are sorted. Let's say they are referred by A and B and we are calling this merge method. And this merge method will return us the head of the merged sorted singly linked list. So here if we visualize this merge method on the call stack, let's say we have the stack memory and heap memory. So stack memory usually have the calls to our methods. So let's say after certain calls, there is a merge call and we pass A and B as our list. So here if you see that whatever the nodes A will hold and B will hold, they will hold in the heap memory. So these are the objects which are of type list node and A and B are references to these objects. So in heap memory it will look like this. And now we need to merge these two lists in such a way that the resulting singly linked list is also sorted. So just keep this thing in mind because it will be useful later. So here is the algorithm to merge two sorted singly linked lists A and B. So friends, before we start, if you want to master data structures and algorithms, you can subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you never miss any update. Let's say we call this merge method. We pass two lists A and B. So here you can see A and B are usually on the stack and they are referencing these objects on the heap. And A and B, both the singly linked lists are sorted in ascending order. Now our task is to merge these two sorted singly linked lists such that the resulting singly linked list is also sorted. So at the start what we do is we first create a dummy node. So this dummy list node will refer a list node on the heap with a value as 0. So this dummy list node can have any value. This value doesn't contribute in our algorithm. So we can provide any value. So it would look something like this. The dummy is on the stack and it is referencing one list node in the heap memory having value as 0 and next pointing to null. So this is a concrete object in the heap. Now why we are creating this dummy list node we will see later. So one such usage of dummy is when we will compare the values of these two lists. So one by one we will take out the nodes and add it to this dummy list node. So instead of null, 1 value will keep on coming. And at the end, after this while loop will terminate and this logic will end, all the list node of both the lists will be added to the list being referred by this dummy node. So here dummy list node will hold our final list which we will be returning it from this method, merge method. So it will hold our result list which is merged and sorted. The second point of creating this dummy list node is it will help us in avoiding errors like null pointer exceptions. So we will see this point later, that how it helps in preventing null pointer exception. So for time being, you can just think that we have created one dummy list node. Now this list node will keep on adding one node from both the list, such that when both the lists will be exhausted, all the list nodes will become part of this list referred by this dummy node. Moving ahead. Now here you can see that as we have created this dummy node will refer to this node, and our task is to merge these two sorted singly linked lists by taking one element and adding it after the dummy node. So dummy node stays at this place. What we do is we create a tail list node, and which will point to dummy. So it looks like this. Now this tail will help us in adding the nodes after the dummy node, and after adding one node, the tail will move ahead and it will keep on adding till all the nodes are exhausted. So that we will see in the while loop how it does. Now we are providing a while loop where the conditions are A should not be equal to null and B should not be equal to null. So here you can see this AND operator tells that if any of the list is exhausted or their references A and B reach to the end of the list, we have to break from this while loop. And why we are doing this is because, so here if I take an example, let's say A is referring to 1, 4 and then 8 and B to 3 and 6. So if I see the resulting list, it will be like this: 1, then 3, then 4, then 6. So once 6 will be placed here, you can see this B list will have its all the nodes in the resulting list, and let's say after 8 we have like 9, 11, 15. So after 6 B has got exhausted. So it means that after 6 there are no more nodes which can be compared with the rest of the elements of A like 8, 9, 11 and 15. So what we do is we simply break from this while loop because one of the list got exhausted. So there would be a point when either of the list can get exhausted. We will see this when we will execute the while loop. So currently A is not equal to null, B is not equal to null. So the condition in while block comes out to be true. So the while block will execute. Now we provide if and else condition, and here what we are doing is, as we want to merge these two sorted singly linked lists such that the resulting list is also sorted, what we do is we compare the data of A and B and we check which data is less. So in this if condition we are checking that A data whether it is less than equal to B's data or not. So here you can see 1 is less than 3. We are comparing 1 with 3. So 1 is less than 3. So this condition comes out to be true, which means we are starting from the first node of both the list and we have found one node whose value is smaller among all the elements in both the list because they are sorted in ascending order. So here list node, which is data as 1 being referred by A, will be the first node of our resulting sorted singly linked list. One should come at the start. So here you can see now what we do is tail is actually pointing to this dummy node and our task is to add this much node into the dummy list. Currently here you can see tails next is pointing to null. So if we assign A to tails next, it would look something like this. The tail next, which is pointing to null, it will now point to a list node which is being referred by A. So here this assignment will add this list node having data as 1 into this list whose head is dummy. So we are taking the help of tail pointer to add this node. So after we add this node, we know that we have used one value of list A, so we simply traverse A to its next node, because the next comparison should be between 3 and 4, because we have compared 1 and 3. 1 was lesser than 3, so we added this list node into this list. So now we simply move A to its next node. So there are two reasons why we are moving it to its next node. One is, in the next iteration of while loop, now we will compare 4 with 3. So therefore we need a reference to this node. And the second point we will see in the next iteration. So after this assignment A next, which is node 4, we will assign that value to A. So A will come to this node now, like this. And here in this step, as tail has added one node here, now the other node will come after 1, because this node is added and we have to add more nodes, and tail will help us in doing that. So we also traverse tail ahead by assigning tail dot next to tail. So tail next is node 1. So now tail will reach here, like this, because next node will be added after 1 now. A is not equal to null, B is not equal to null. So the condition in while block comes out to be true. Now we again compare the data of A and B. So here we are simply comparing in this if block is whether 4 is less than equal to 3 or not. So 4 is actually greater than 3. So this condition comes out to be false. And the else block will be executed. I'll just remove this. So in the else block, we know that among 4 and 3, 3 was the lesser value. So now we have to add this node after 1. And how we can do that is, B is referring to this list node, and now we have to add this list node after 1. So we are taking the help of tail. We assign B to tails next. Here if you see, tails next is pointing to this node now. So we have to break this link and point it to this node. So by this assignment, the first thing it will happen is this link will go away. And as tail next was pointing to this node, now tail next will point to B, which is node 3, like this. And also friends, in previous while loop, we moved A to its next. So one reason was that we are comparing 4 with 3. The other reason is we have removed this reference from here, and now it is pointing to this node. So as soon as we remove this reference, we need something to hold these two list nodes from the stack, which is being done by A. So therefore this is the another reason we are moving A to its next. And now after this assignment, we do the same. This value is used up and now it is part of this list. So here you can see dummy is pointing to list node having value as 0. It is pointing to a node having value as 1, and 1 is pointing to a node having value as 3. So now we have used this value, so we move B to its next node. So by assigning B dot next to B. So B next is this node. When we will assign B dot next to B, B will come here, like this. I'll remove this. And similarly, we also move tail ahead, because the next node will be added after 3 now. So we have to somehow reach here, and we can only reach here is by assigning tails next to tail. So tails next, which is node 3, we will assign it to tail. So tail will come here now, like this. A is not equal to null, B is not equal to null. So the condition in while block comes out to be true. Now A dot data, which is 4, B dot data, which is 6. So we are comparing 4 and 6, and we are checking whether 4 is less than equal to 6 or not. So this condition comes out to be true because 4 is less than 6. And as 4 is less than 6, the next node after 3 would be 4. So in the first step, what we are doing is, tail is pointing to node 3, tails next is pointing to 6. So first we need to remove this link. And how we can remove this link is, to tails next we are assigning A. So tails next, we remove this node and we assign A, which is node 4. So it would look something like this. After this assignment, we have used 4 also. So we move A to its next node by assigning A dot next to A. A dot next is 8. So A will come to 8 via this reference. And as we have added 4 here, the next node will come after 4. And we are adding node based on our tail. So we have to move tail also one node ahead. So we are assigning tail dot next to tail. So tail will come here like this via this assignment. A is not equal to null. B is not equal to null. So the condition in while block comes out to be true. And now we are comparing A data and B data. We are comparing 6 and 8. And here we are checking whether 8 is less than equal to 6 or not in this if block. So this condition comes out to be false because 8 is greater than 6. So we execute the else part. So here this if condition is telling that between 6 and 8, 6 is smaller. So 6 should be added first to the sorted singly linked list which we want to merge. So therefore that happens in the else block. So this if block is dealing with A list and else block is dealing with B list. And here we are doing the same thing. We need to add this node referred by B after 4, and after 4 means tail's next value. So we are assigning B to tail's next. So first we are removing this node like this, and after this assignment tail's next will point to B like this. And then we will move B to its next because we have used 6 also now. So B will move to its next. And here you can see B next was null. So now B is referring to null. We have added 6 now. So the next node will be added after 6. So tail should come here. And tail will only come here when we will assign tails next to tail. So tail is pointing to 4. Its next is pointing to 6. So when we will assign tail dot next to tail, tail will point to 6 like this. So friends, here you can see that when we are traversing this while loop, there will be a moment that one of the list will become empty. Both the lists cannot become empty because as we are adding one node from each of the list, there will be a point when one of the lists will become empty. So it could be B or A, any list can become empty. So if any of the list becomes empty, we break from this while loop like this. And after this while loop, we have this if else block. Now why we have provided this if else block is B got exhausted, but there could be a chance that in A there could be elements left. So currently here we have only one element. There could be a possibility that its next should point to, let's say, 9, then 10, 20 like this. So our task is to add this remaining nodes as well after 6 because tail is pointing to 6, and 8 should come after 6 via this tail node. So we check that which list got empty. So here in this if block we are checking that which list got empty, whether it was A or B. So here you can see B is actually pointing to null. It means B got exhausted. A is not equal to null. A is actually referring to a node. So this condition comes out to be false and the else part will be executed. So here you can see if A got exhausted, B comes into picture and we assign all the nodes of B to tails next. If B got exhausted, then we are adding all the nodes of A to tails next. So here B got exhausted and we need to put, let's say, this node into the list. So at the last step what we do is we assign A to tails next. Tail is pointing to 6, its next is pointing to null. So if we assign A to it, this will go away and there will be a link from tails next to A like this via this assignment. And here you can see, as we need to merge these two sorted singly linked lists in such a way that the resulting list is also sorted, we don't have to do anything with the rest of the elements of A. Let's say it had 9, 10, 20 like this because they are already sorted. So via this reference all the nodes will be part of now this complete list. So our task will be done here. So here you can see this dummy list node has built one chain which is actually our resulting list. So here you can see it goes like this. Like this. So here one thing to note here is this dummy list node was created by us. Therefore we don't have to include this. So therefore at the end we are returning dummy.next. Dummy is pointing to this list node. It was actually a dummy list node which we created here. So at the end we need to return dummy.next. So dummy next is this node. So we are returning a list node which is holding this list like this from this method. So the method which is calling this merge will get a list node. Let's say if it is called like this. So our head will be pointing to 1 and it goes like 3, 4, 6 and 8 and so on. So this head will be in the stack and this will be in the heap, all the nodes. So we are returning dummy.next because we have to discard this dummy because all the nodes which we added using our tail were after the dummy node. So we have to discard this. So here if you see, if we hold this pointer and if we stretch it ahead, this nodes will be stretched out and it will look like this. So dummy was our node which we created. It has no significance. We return dummy.next. So dummy next is this. So this is our final sorted singly linked list which actually has all the elements of A and B. So friends, here you can see that we use dummy list node and we saw that it helps us in building up this list because this is one concrete node in the heap and this is on the stack. So dummy is referencing one concrete node on the heap and then we are simply adding the rest of the nodes after dummy. So this was the one case where we are actually creating this dummy list node. The other thing we saw was that it helps us in avoiding null pointer exceptions. So here let's say if we are not using this dummy list node. So here we are not using this line. Instead of this dummy list node, we have to create one head which we can return from this method. So we have to do something like this. Like this instead of this. And this tail, instead of dummy, it should point to head. And instead of dummy.next, we should return head. Because this list node head will be holding the merged sorted singly linked list. But here you can see that once we execute this line and we are not creating this dummy list node, so it would look something like this. After this line, head will point to null, and when we will execute this line, we are assigning value of head to tail because this tail will help us in adding of the nodes in this while loop. So here it would look something like this. Tail will refer to a value which is being held by head via this assignment. So tail will also start from null. Now here you can see in this while block we have provided if and else block. And let's say when we compare 1 and 3 for the first time, we know that 1 is less than 3. So this condition would have been true because A data is less than B data. So here you can see when this line would have got executed, here we are assigning A to tails next. But when this line will be executed, tail is pointing to null. And if we are doing this dot next, it means we are accessing a variable which is being referred by tail. So there should have been one concrete object in the heap. On that we have to call next. But here tail is pointing to null. So here you can see it will give us a null pointer exception. Because tail is pointing to null. It doesn't have any object in the heap. on which we can call next. Similarly, here also we would have got an error. So we will get null pointer exception. So this is one of the use cases we are creating this dummy list node, because we need this concrete object so that we can use tail and add these remaining nodes. So this is one important thing to remember, that we usually create this dummy list node to avoid the null pointer exceptions. Now let's say if we are told that we don't have to use this dummy list node, we want to merge this to sorted singly linked list using the normal nodes. So we can also solve the problem that way. This dummy list node is actually helping us in avoiding these errors and the checks. But what if you want to merge these two lists without the dummy nodes? So how we can approach that is, now here you can see that head is starting from null. Now what if head starts from a concrete list node in the heap and it doesn't start from null? So if I just remove this line, so you can think, before this assignment of head to tail, we have to write some logic to handle this condition so that these errors are avoided. What we need to do is, the things which we are doing in while loop, in one shot, that we are comparing all the nodes using this if and else condition. What we do is, for the first time, we just check for one of the nodes. So this check which we are doing in the while block, we have to do for the first comparison so that we can get one concrete node in the heap. So we have to write some extra logic. So what we do is, here you can see, before while block and this tail assignment, we have to write some logic like this. Here you can see these conditions are very much similar to this while block. So here what we are doing is, as we need one concrete object in the heap and we don't have to use this dummy object, what we do is, to get one of the concrete objects from this to list, we do the first comparison out of this while block. Here we do a dot data and check whether it is less than b dot data. And if a dot data is less than b dot data, so currently 1 is less than 3. So what we do is, we simply treat this node as our starting node and we directly assign head to it via this assignment. And as we have used this node, so we simply traverse a to this node by assigning a dot next to a. So this if and else block is very much similar conditions here, but for getting one of the concrete nodes, we do this one check out of this while block and rest of the code is pretty much the same. This a not equal to null and b not equal to null, a not equal to null will start from this node. So when we had created this dummy list node, this code we don't have to write and all the logic would have been compared in this while block. So first node of a and first node of b would have been checked in the while block. But if we don't want to use this dummy list node, we somehow need a concrete node. So for getting that first node, we are doing this check outside the while block here so that we can get a concrete head. So rest of the logic is similar. Once we get head here, tail will point to head like this. And now in the while block, if we do tail dot next, we actually have a concrete object. Here we had a null object, but here now we have a concrete object. So therefore this error won't come and at the end we can simply return head. So friend, this is how we actually merge two sorted singly linked lists so that resulting list is also sorted. You need to be very careful while merging this two lists using this dummy node. It will make your code easy and simple to write. But if you don't want to use this dummy node, the first thing you need to do is to identify the actual starting point of the head, which is our resulting list. So we have to do this comparison first to get our first head, and then we can provide this while block and do the similar stuff which we already discussed. And at the end, instead of doing dummy.next, we are returning head. So friends, I hope you must have liked this video. In case if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you never miss any update. Thanks, have a nice day.